In this video we are going to discuss one of the most important Java point, which is exception handling. Exception handling means its mechanism to handle runtime errors. So before the practical we have to see one hierarchy of exception handling. The throwable is the superclass of exception hierarchy. There is two terms, one is the exception and the second is the error. Exception means the runtime error which can be handled programmatically, and by using it we can avoid the abnormal termination of the code. But error is the interrupt which cannot be handled programmatically. The examples are stack overflow, or the virtual machine error, or out of memory error. Okay, so in the exception hierarchy, in exception there is two types of exception. One is the compile time and the second is the runtime exception. Okay, so compile time exception is called as the check exception. The example of check exception is IO exception, SQL exception, class not found exception, and they should be handled before running the code, otherwise we'll get an error. Runtime, the examples of runtime errors are arithmetic exception, null pointer exception, number format exception, index out of bound exception. There is two subtype of index out of bound exception: array index out of bound exception and string index out of bound exception. So there is two types, one is the checked exception and one is the unchecked exception. Checked exception means the exception are checked at compile time, and unchecked exception means the exceptions are not checked at compile time and are checked at runtime. Okay, so we'll see it practically. Okay, so we have one exceptions class. Okay, and we have one main method into it. Okay, so there is two way to throw an exception. One is by using throws keyword and the other one is by using throw keyword. Okay, we'll see it properly in this video ahead. Okay, so by using throw and throws keyword, we can throws the control to the caller method or to someone else, but by using the try and catch block we can actually handle the exceptions. Okay, so we'll see the difference between throw and throws keyword later. So firstly we have to go to try catch blocks. In a single program we have one try block, and a try block can be followed by multiple catch block, and the catch block can be followed by the finally block. Okay, so we have the finally block. Finally block is used, finally block execute always. There is only two exception when the finally block is not get executed. One is by using system.exit, and when the another one is the when JVM crashed. Okay, so finally block is mainly used because if you want to handle the exceptions, okay, but if you want to execute code irrespective of the exceptions, then we should keep that code into finally block. Means the code which is exist in the finally block is always run. Okay, irrespective of the errors or the exceptions. Okay, so we have some exceptions: null pointer exception, then arithmetic exception, then array index out of bound exception, number format exception, and the exception. Okay, so the exception hierarchy or in catch block should be most specific to most generic. Means most specific means null pointer exception, arithmetic exception means when the null pointer exception occurred, then only it will handle the particular null pointer exception. If the arithmetic exception is occurred, then this method or this exception handle that particular exception. And at last, if the exception is not from those declared exception, then it will be cached by the exception which is the superclass of all the exception, or which is the general exception or the global exception. For any type of exception, if it's not handled above in those cache blocks, then it will be handled in this exception block. Okay, so we'll see one by one. Okay, okay, so first we'll check the null pointer exception. Okay, so we keep one logic into try block, and it can be cached into the cache block which is followed by the try block. So before this, we are in main method, and we have given the call to the fun method, which is kept into try block, because there may be chances of the exception while executing that fun method. So we kept it into try block, and the catch blocks are followed by the try block to handle that exception. Okay, so for this call, where the control goes to here. Okay, so here we have create one string which is initialized as null, and we are trying to get the length of that null string. So due to this, we are getting the null pointer exception. Okay, so in the output we can see that we got one exception which is null pointer exception, and it is handled by main method. Okay, I'll show you that, and the our final block is executed. Okay, so when the here we get one null pointer exception. Okay, so this try block followed by catch block, so catch block can catch that particular exception. Okay, so I have used piping of the exception, means we can put multiple exception into single catch by using that operator which called as pipe, by which we can handle we can avoid the multiple catch blocks. Okay, so according to this exception, it can be handled by this catch block, and using that catch block, it can throw the same exception to the caller method. Okay, so the control comes to here. Okay, so we got here the null pointer exception in this try block, so it should be handled in catch block. Okay, so at first position, we can the catch block can catch that exception which is null pointer exception. Okay, so it print that exception. Okay, and handled by main, it's null pointer exception. Okay, so we have given the one message. Okay, so our exception is handled, and it can avoid the abnormal termination of the code. Okay, so after this, the control goes to final block. Once your exception is catched, then the other catch blocks will not be executed. Okay, so after catch block, the control comes from here to finally block. Okay, so the finally block is executed as usual and always. So we are getting that finally done with exception concept. So for the particular exception, we are getting the we are handling the exception in this way. Okay, so if you are going to some other exception, okay, I'll show you the arithmetic exception means divided by 0. Okay, so if we create that logic, we'll get the arithmetic exception. if I put it outside of the try method, then we can see that okay, syntax error, no worries. Okay, I'll keep it as so. Okay. If we kept that fun method outside the try block, then we can see that the exception is occurred and abnormal termination of code is done, because and if we kept our important code into final block, then it will not execute, because we are not handling this, we are not handling the exception. Because of it we can get the abnormal termination and our further code will not be executed. So when there is chances of any exception or any error, then it should be kept into try and it should be handled into catch block, and the important code should be kept into final block. Okay, so now we are getting the arithmetic exception. Okay, so divided by 0, it should be handled by this catch block, and arithmetic exception is thrown from here, and it's thrown to the caller method, which is the fun method of the main method. Then this try block is followed by catch block. The first is null pointer exception, so but our exception is arithmetic exception, so control goes to the next. Here we have arithmetic exception, so it can handle that exception and give output to us. Okay, finally done with exception, arithmetic exception handled by main. Okay, so in this way it will check one by one, and finally it will be handled by the generalized exception. Okay, here if it's not from the above mentioned exceptions. Okay, in this way the exception works. Okay, and the there is two keyword, throws and throw. Actually throw is used within the method and throws is used with signature of the method. Okay, throws can be used to throw the checked exception, and by using throws we can throw multiple exceptions, but throw is used to throw exception explicitly, and we can use throw to throw the unchecked exception. By using throw we can able to throw only one exception at a time. So these two are the differentiated. Okay, so we have seen the hierarchy of the exception and also difference between throw and throws. Actually the exception is handled by try and catch block, and by using throws the control is passed to the caller method. So the exception is the control of the exception is throw to the caller method. In this way it will at last comes to the JVM. This is called as the exception propagation. Those things are all about exceptions.